Checkers, Wreckers, and more. Coming to you live.
Now your host, Paul and Chad.
What's up, Facebook land?
Welcome. Paul, welcome back. I'm glad you're alive, man.
Man, it was questionable last week at this time, so it's good to be back. Sorry we had to cancel last week's show. If you didn't know, I came down with the Rona 2.0 and it straight kicked my ass. So thanks to Chad for trying to reschedule the Wednesday. I was still dying, and thanks to Tyler for sticking with us and coming back this week. So good to see you guys.
I did not feel right doing the show without you. I talked to Tyler on Saturday, and I'm like, dude, this is Paul and Chad's show, man. Like, I can't. It's not the same. And we feed off each other. And Lewis from Top Row, he's like, you guys feed off each other. Oh shit, our picture's small.
That's all you, buddy.
No, that's what your dad said.
Yeah, well, I get the same comments.
My bad. But yeah, so and like I said, I don't want to do a show without you because it's just not the same. So
can we adjust our picture size?
I'm gonna mess with it real quick. So give me a moment here.
All right. Top Row Racing meet. Hey.
Hold on, I'm getting you. Give me a second.
It's cool.
Oh, bam!
There we are.
I learn things every day. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, it's good to see everybody tuning in. We got a lot of familiar faces commenting on here, so appreciate all the support as always. Thanks for spending your Monday evening with us.
Look, while we're on this, Top Row, you guys, if you have not gone and visited his YouTube, his Facebook, you're missing out. That guy, we talked a lot on Saturday. He's a hell of a guy. And he does some amazing work. And he does all of his designs, everything by himself. One-man show, and he rocks it. So kudos to him. Amazing guy.
Go. He commented on here. Click that. Go like and follow his page because, like I said, I couldn't go Saturday, and my heart was hurting, but it felt like I was there because he was posting videos within minutes of what was going on. My nephew James is on board. That's awesome. What's up, James?
And on top of that, he went viral, which is huge. He just started out he launched the site in January. His first real deal was April, and ever since then he's gone viral. So hats off to you, Lewis. It's very impressive. So great job.
For sure. Yeah. I wish you worked for NASCAR sometimes because, man, I don't know if you guys watch Bristol on Saturday night, but their camera crews could take some lessons on this. NBC sucks. So I'll go ahead and say that right now.
I agree. We didn't get to watch it. We are having a heck of a time without you, but more to come on that. So,
for sure.
We're just going to jump because things are going to be a little bit different. The season's winded down a little bit, so really don't have shows to talk about. We'll talk about Night Destruction tonight, but I don't even know who won each event, so we can't necessarily go through that. So The storyline is going to be a little bit different now. So just bear with us. We're going to learn off-season task here. So I'm going to start off. So 2 weekends ago, Jimmy Hammond, we talked about, he put me into the zoo stock. It's been a year since I've raced the zoo stock. Super Shoe Tune Up, and man, that was a blast. Like, I wanted to talk about this Monday, but holy crap. I forgot how fun it is to go around that track in just a simple front-wheel drive car.
Oh.
And you and I have talked about this. Sometimes that's what you need, just a little refresher of how fun it is. And that's what happened. The straight stock's fun and all that, but you're going to have more fun, less stress, getting into a front-wheel drive car. And I know there's a lot of BS that goes with that class.
What?
But but it's fun. So I think I finished 11th. I started 4th in the feature. I didn't make the A main, I impressed myself. I ran personal best in that car. So I was very pleased with that car, Jimmy.
Time on the field on that. On my last week's notes, I wanted to talk about this. Dude, I just want to say how proud I am of you in that. It had been a while since you made some laps. I didn't really know how it was going to go. It took 3 laps. You were like 17-9, 17-8, 17-9, and then bam, 17-1. So, dude, hats off to you, man. You got comfortable real quick, and you look good out there. It was good to see you back in the car.
I was not comfortable in that car.
Well, that's another story.
No, the seat, just the seat in general. Like, it's a seat that fits Jimmy, and I told him, like, don't worry about switching my seat out. The seat came out of the straight stock. I'll be fine. I was not fine. That was so uncomfortable. I'm a big guy, and as you can see, I'm a big guy. But you know what? I may deal with it. I figure if I get hit in the side door, luckily there's a plate there, but it's gonna hurt.
Well,
but it was fun, so I appreciate the kind words there, man.
Yeah, dude.
It was definitely fun. Heat race. I brought back some of my old racing ways. I wasn't going to, but whatever. We won't talk about that because it was kind of a douche move on me. Yeah.
No rules.
But in the feature, man, I started outside row 2, and I tell you what, man, I was tired. I never ran 30 laps before, and I know this sounds stupid as hell, but I was lap 22. I looked at the scoreboard. I'm like, oh my God, we got 8 laps left.
Yeah.
And I kept overdriving the car because I wanted to pass the guy, and I ended up losing talent. So I finished 11th, which is not bad for my first time out in a year. So
Dude,
it was fun.
And with a whole bunch of cars that are sometimes in the outlaw front wheel drive. So definitely something to be proud of.
Yeah, I appreciate that. There's one stroke. All right, man. Hey, you want to talk about Glass City, so I'm going to put you in right now.
All right. Yeah. Not a whole lot happened last weekend. Glass City 200, which if you follow any type of late model racing in the tri-state area, you've probably heard about it. I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant on this one. The Glass City, it's been a while since I've been there, but man, kind of like the Clash used to be back in the glory days. There was 30 some cars trying to make this race. It's changed a lot. We went from 200 laps to 100 laps, which I think was a great idea to try to save equipment and get more cars there. But the car count struggled across the board. They had the CRA Super Series as well as the Outlaws. You only have 14 Outlaws show up and 10 CRA cars, which man, that's a tough pill to swallow because expenses were high for that race. Tires alone were like $770 some, like $50 pit passes. So it sucks. The Glass City is kind of one of those crown jewel races, and to see it kind of go to the point it is now. We'll talk about this a little bit later, but I think there's a lot tracks can do, and racers can do, promoters can do. Because I hate to say it, if it wasn't for my crew chief Tom, I probably wouldn't have even known the Glass City was happening. Kalamazoo blows up Facebook. Jeff Parrish, who's congrats to him if he's watching, just started a new role with the Wasso Speedway. He ran Springport for a long time. A promotional genius. It's simple things with Facebook. It's a huge tool. I don't know if we need some younger fingers on the keyboards to help grow this thing or what, but damn, something's got to change because Glass City can't continue with 24 cars total.
No, we talked about that before. Promotion is huge. And I'm not saying this because Kalamazoo's our home track, but they do a great job.
Yep.
And we'll talk about that, like you said, later. But yeah, that's valid points, man.
Yep.
So, sorry, babe. So, I wanna bring up something before we bring Tyler on. So as everyone knows, I raced Night Destruction with Bubba in the stacker car. After the event, everyone went to the payout window, and there were some pissed off drivers because they weren't paying out if you didn't bring your own car. I get where you're mad. I do. I get where you're pissed off. They state payouts. But folks, you show up, you pay a $30 pit pass to go have fun. What else are you going to do in this world for $30 to have that much fun? There's nothing. Two events or two Night Destructions ago, Paul and I raced, and I'm not tooting our own horn. We won the race. We told them, keep the damn money. You guys need it more than we do. This wasn't even our car. Give us a trophy. You know, something stupid. Just give us a trophy. We didn't care how big. We could have taken a mini wedge trophy, just something. And we were okay with not taking. Great, $150 a piece. That would have been nice. But it wasn't our car. We showed up. We paid $30 each. We went and had a blast. We didn't have to fix the car. We didn't have to put gas in it, new tires. Because let me tell you, I watched some of these guys racing, especially the stack cars. And don't get me wrong, it was fun. And they're meant to be destructive, but they were blowing tires off, flipping. It was insane. That's repairs that you don't have to pay for. That's repairs that whoever owns those stacker cars have to pay for. So you spent $30. You went and had fun. Enjoy it.
Yep.
So, yep. I mean, yes, but like I said, I get it. Like you expected a payout, but come on, man. Like the most you were going to win, I think Colin, he won the feature in the stacker. They would have got $150 each. But you know what? I didn't hear him, bitch. So just enjoy that you got to race for $30 and have a hell of a time. On timeout. Can you help the kids to throwing rocks?
Yep.
You can go ahead and yell. We're going to yell for a minute, so I'm putting on mute for a minute.
Okay. I'll go. It's like one of those old school kung fu movies.
Man, I tell you, all I see was a rock fly past and went, oh, hell no. My kids are great.
Josh, he's one of the mechanics at work, and I love his comment. He paid $509 to party in the pits. Josh, I remember you partying in the pits with us one night, and there's some red markers involved. So,
yeah, and like I said, you know, you can go out and have fun for $30. You can't do that nowadays.
No,
I mean, to race a race car that's not yours, that's $30.
Yep, agreed. I feel like we started this show off super negative, so let's take one positive out of Saturday real quick. Sellout crowd at Kalamazoo Speedway. That's awesome. That's what the track needs. If we could just get like half of those people to come back on a regular Friday night, that would be effing spectacular. So if you were there, if you're watching and you saw Night of Destruction, come check out the real thing because Night of Destructions are cool. I'd never been to one until I met Chad quite a few years ago, and he convinced me to go. And look at us now. We participate in a stacker car. And on that note, too, shout out to Bubba. First ever time in any type of race car on that track. We throw him up top on a stacker car, and you rocked it, man. I'm not sure if you're watching, Bubba, but super proud of you, man. Nice job out there.
You know, the thing is, he wasn't even that nervous. If he was, he held it really good. But I want to talk about that a little later because that's kind of going down a little bit. Because, dude, we're gonna bring on Tyler real quick.
All right.
All right, we're bringing Tyler on because this is where we want to talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tyler Mcghan.
Nice shirt, dude. It's not the V-neck, though. I'm a little sad.
Yeah.
He's sucking up already. Come on, man.
I'll save that one for this weekend at Super Shoe.
Oh, boy. Can't wait. Can't wait.
So, before we go into questions, we're just going to talk as a group about Night of Destruction. I'm gonna first say I can't thank you and your dad enough for everything you guys have done. That was a hell of a turnout. Um, all those vehicles, you guys rocked it, and I can't thank you enough. So,
Dude, the amount of work you guys put into that thing, man. Yeah, thank you for what you do.
I appreciate it, guys. It's it's definitely a lot of work leading up to it, and well, there's still a lot work left to do to get ready for this weekend, but it all pays out in the end.
Nice.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So, what do you think went the best for you guys on Saturday night? I mean,
Honestly, the whole show went pretty smooth, and there's a few things that we're gonna. We talked with Gary about Saturday night, and we're gonna make a few changes to the next one, but
it begins.
where was I now? But no, there's a few things we talked with Gary after the show. We're gonna make a few changes, but for the most part, the show went pretty smooth. I mean, unfortunately, you can't please everybody, so you kind of have to have tough skin in order to do this. But for the most part, there was a lot more people that were pleased with the show than there was upset.
That's all that matters.
Yep, I agree. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, the buses," but you and I talked about the buses. Like, they're fun, but you can't really destroy the buses, and that's what people want to see. So,
yeah, our plan is actually to, because of course we usually have 3 events per year, and we want to try to make each event different in its own way. I mean,
love that.
Of course, there's probably going to be maybe 1 or 2 events that are going to be in each one, but for the most part, our goal is to try to make the 3 shows pretty much completely different show from the others.
I think that's a great idea, and I commend you guys for thinking like that.
Yeah, Paul and I have talked before about Corgan Oil, how good they do. So you change it up a little bit and do what you guys are doing. It's going to be huge for the track. So,
yep.
So, Paul, I'm going to let you jump in and start your question.
Switch my notes. Got so many pages of notes here tonight.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's my fault.
I think Tyler's nervous now because I see a little nerves going through his skin.
No,
especially the questions that you and I can come up with. I mean,
nothing.
Oh,
wow. It was somewhat PG-13 there. Holy moly. You have an adoring fan on the comments here, so
so back.
You know, Tyler. Oh, there it is.
There you go. So we just had to throw that out there, because I knew Jimmy had a lot of stuff he wanted to say, and unfortunately, he's got softball he's got to play, so he's getting them in while he can.
He actually he got to be part of the show Saturday too, didn't he?
Yep.
That's right. He did. I forgot about that. Jimmy, I'm sorry, man. He won't say nothing now. He's like, yeah, screw you guys. No, he did good. I mean, he was losing his left rear tire, but he was cruising.
Well, he owes me one now.
Oh. We'll leave that off the air, boys.
Yeah. That's what that private chat for is at the bottom of this thing.
Oh, that's what that's for?
Yeah.
No, yeah. So I'll throw that on there just in case. Yeah, Jimmy did good, so it was a good time. I'm glad he got out there because that's his first time he's done it. But
yeah.
All right, Paul, go ahead. I'm sorry, I keep rambling on here.
I have this terrible habit in this show of somehow always taking one of Chad's questions, so I've read this thing like 6 times to make sure I don't. But number 1, what's your favorite moment from this season, 2022? I know we got one more weekend that's going to have a lot of laughs and a lot of good times. But so far, what's your takeaway? What's that highlight reel?
I'd have to think about that, honestly. Overall, I mean, it's been a great year all around. I've got to experience new things. Like, I go from being in the driver's seat usually to now I'm up on the flag stand, so that's definitely a cool experience. Then we did get a win this year, which, of course, winning's always fun. But to put it down to one thing would be hard to do, really.
Man, I really thought you were gonna throw out like doing donuts in a van at like 1 a.m, but
I didn't know
here we
we were
are.
going there.
Couldn't have been us. You never know what to expect, though.
That's for sure.
That's awesome. I'm sorry. I didn't think we were going to bring that up.
Yeah, I never did figure out how long I'm throwing out for, but
Oh,
just tonight.
yeah, I think we all got kicked out that night, didn't we?
Yeah. Politely asked to leave.
Yeah, it's okay. It was fun.
I'm surprised you remember that, Paul.
Oh,
Me too, to be honest with you. It's a good thing there's
okay.
video.
There was. You're right. That's funny. So I'm going to jump in real quick. You answered my one question. Not you, Paul. You didn't ask it, but he answered my question. See how that works? What's your biggest accomplishment in racing?
Oh, probably winning the championship over there last year. That was definitely a huge accomplishment in my book. I mean, I've been racing since I was 14 years old, and until last year, I had never even won a feature at Kalamazoo. Granted, we didn't race there full time, but we'd race there off and on for, almost 15 years now. And until last year, I had never won a feature over there. And then to back it up with winning the championship, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you had a hell of a year last year. So
Yep.
I remember you and I talked the other day, and I'm like, I remember you flying past me every feature. Oh, there goes Tyler. What's your biggest struggles as a racer?
Oh, biggest struggles. Well, nowadays in the economy we're in, it's probably money, right?
Preach that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the way the economy is, it's hard for really anybody to race anymore. And that's why we kind of got to stick together and help each other out any way that we can to keep the sport alive.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah, hit the nail on the head with that one, bud, for sure.
Yeah. So, kind of side stuff on this. What's your biggest struggles being a flagger?
Facebook, pretty much.
No.
What?
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
All right. So now I'm going to ask. You just sit there scrolling Facebook while you're flagging?
Only when you're out there, because we usually know you got it covered pretty well, right, Chad?
Well, I mean, I wish you could see it. Super Shoe Tune-Up. I was flicking you off every time I drove past you because Paul told me, hey, if you get black flag, just ignore it. So I'm like, what's Tyler going to do? So every time my finger was as far out as I can get it. And you couldn't see it. I was disappointed. So
yeah, you should have done it. Should have done it in the stacker on Saturday. I probably would have saw it a little better then.
True. I was too busy, man. I had nothing to do with my hands, so.
Shouldn't that made it easier?
No, because I had to hang on.
Oh.
Grab my belts with your life.
Oh, man.
All right, go ahead, Paul. I'll wait.
All right. So, wildest thing you've witnessed on the track from the flag stand, what would you say it is?
Well, that was what was it? I don't think it was a clash, but it was a few weeks after that when Shook and Frazier got together, and I thought Shook was going over.
Yep.
Like that was a pretty wild hit. And then last week or a couple weeks ago now at the tune-up, when Brinker blew up and backed into the wall and the 8 car hit him, that
Yeah.
has to do because he hit hard.
Did you see the GoPro action of that?
I did.
That's insane.
Shoot, I didn't. I'll have to find that one.
It's sweet. I mean, you know what I mean. Like, it's a good coverage. Let me just throw it like that.
Did you
Just put words.
Chaz, that guy that goes for the Rex.
You did see how fast the lights were on, though, right?
Man, I'm all right. If we're gonna go down that path real quick, yeah, mad shout out to Kalamazoo Speedway. There has been some crazy stuff across the nation in the last 2 weeks. A certain sprint car fire comes to mind from this last week, and I don't know if you guys saw that video. Another driver was there probably 30 seconds before anybody with an actual fire extinguisher showed up. So, yeah, Kalamazoo Speedway. That's probably one of my favorite reasons to race there, is because I know if I do something stupid, they're going to be right there. So, props to everybody there, the safety crew.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, they're definitely a great group to work with. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So I'm going to skip around here. Do you have a favorite person that you get to black flag every once in a while that always makes your heart a little happy?
Oh. Oh.
Well, I didn't get to black flag Chad, so.
Oh,
Oh, man.
That's fair.
You made
That's
my wife laugh. Thanks, Tyler.
Oh, that's awesome.
I figured he'd been out for a while. I figured I'd let him have his fame for the night.
It's good. It's awfully nice of you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right. So
we should bring Alicia on the show and ask her how she felt running the Diva race.
Give her a second. It's a little delay before she can get it on her side. She'll answer. She just looked at me like, really? Did you not hear him?
Put on the spot.
Right.
Oh, you're just talking about the delay now?
Yeah. So how was your experience on the Diva race?
Not a good one.
She said not a good one. She's not a racer. She will stick with being a racer's wife.
Well, that's awesome.
At least she got the opportunity to do it, and
yes,
that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean it was awesome to see. I chuckled in the stands because she was literally on a Sunday cruise, but it was awesome. She finished the whole race, so I was extremely proud of her. She got hit once in the rear end. That probably scared her just a little bit. Whoa. Her brother's on the show, dang it.
He's laughing.
I know he is. But it was awesome. So I can't thank you enough again for giving her that opportunity. So, and all the other ladies that got the first time opportunity. So
shout out Tina Lewis. I think she won the dang thing. If I remember correctly. She's watching tonight, so good for you, Tina.
Yeah, I think she's a sandbagger, but I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Damn.
Just kidding. She did awesome though.
We have digressed so hard.
Yeah, we do. It's been 2 weeks, man. So you knew this is gonna be a weird show. I told them it's a huge show. Yeah. So I'm gonna quick jump back in a little bit question here. What's your favorite track to race?
Oh, it has to be Kalamazoo. I mean, Kalamazoo is just an experience in its own. But I also like South Bend. South Bend was definitely a fun experience as well. Like you're just constantly on the wheel, and you really don't have time to think. Really, it's just by the time you can't even realize what's happening, you're back into the turn, back on the wheel, and it's definitely keeps your mind going. That's for sure.
So piggybacking off that, do you enjoy flagging or racing more, and why?
I prefer racing. I mean, because that's what I've done my whole life. And like sometimes when you're up in the flag stand, you're like looking down there and you're like, man, I wish I was out there. But don't get me wrong, I love flagging a lot too.
So I got one real quick. What's on the roof?
That's Outlaw late model roof.
Nice. Whose is that?
We actually got it with a car that we got from AJ Foot a while back.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure whose it is, but thought it'd be cool to hang around the roof. So.
Oh yeah. Good talking
All right.
piece for sure.
So now I'm going to ask. So you got an Outlaw late model, huh?
Had one.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was going to digress bad here.
No.
All right, real quick, why do you do what you do for the sport?
Just basically, like I was stating earlier, we got to keep the sport alive. Any way we can help out, we'll try to help out as much as possible, just to keep the sport alive. Really, I mean,
Love that.
Everybody thinks, like with us providing the cars for the Night of Destruction, that we make this crazy amount of money off of it, but we really, to be honest with you, we don't. And with the amount of work and time that goes into leading up to the show,
yep.
And we had roughly $20,000 to $30,000 invested into the show just to go out there and smash them up.
Yep. Start from scratch for the next one. Yep.
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 Yeah, you told us that on Friday night, and I was just blown away, and I thought a lot about that, and that was kind of my biggest thing about the whole payout crap. You know, like, do these people realize how much you guys spent? And,
yeah.
So.
I find just as much enjoyment into watching everybody else have an opportunity to go out there and fun as I do myself. I've ran my fair share of Night of Destructions and races and stuff, and it gives other people an opportunity that usually wouldn't be able to do stuff like that, you know.
Yep.
Nobody some people can't afford to go out and buy a car just to smash all hell and then be done with it, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
So,
for sure.
So on that subject, I got to talk about what happened in the spectator drags, because it was a shock to me. I had no clue. And the thing is, I was trying to go live on do a broadcast, and I seen you guys get out of the car. I'm like, I can't flip my camera out fast enough. So Paul and I have talked about these type of events happening. What was your thought process on that?
Just another way to bring excitement to the show, really. I mean,
you did just that for sure. Hey,
yes.
Not to go back again, but shout out to Top Row. Man, they got fantastic footage of that. I think I enjoyed reading the comments on it more from people losing their damn minds on the whole deal. I'm like, guys, it's an entertainment show, but you know, you can't win everything. So props to you guys though, because you definitely put that entertainment in it.
Yes, because Jimmy and Curtis have talked about doing this before.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's huge. 47,138. Wow.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I personally myself want to give a shout out to Top Row. I feel like they don't really get the appreciation that they deserve, really, because their work is just phenomenal.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
Man, and it's not like they play favorites with one track. I mean, he's going dirt, asphalt, here, there, Indiana. So you get a little bit of everything. So once again, go check them out for sure.
Yeah, real quick on that. So he put a GoPro in the stacker car, and unfortunately Tyler and his dad made us line up, an hour early. And I started the GoPro as I loaded in the car, and we're sitting there not thinking about it. Yep, the GoPro stopped just as we pulled down into the track. So it would have been great footage. Him and I have talked about this. It will work out for any other event that you're not waiting an hour. So I was bummed though, because man, that was going to be some great footage.
Especially with that flip in front of you guys. I was excited to see that part of it.
Yeah, you should have heard the conversation between Bubba and I on the red flag. That would have been priceless.
If you would have had a headset on, you would have known why we had you lined up so early.
Yeah, we won't even go there.
Yeah.
I wasn't even like I was comfortable. I was having fun. So I mean, I had an hour worth of this broadcast that I watched last night, and I'm laying in bed cracking up over the stupid shit I'm saying in that. So it was all now fun. So, Paul, you got any more questions?
Yeah, I got quite a few. We'll stick to the good ones. Who'd
No,
you
go ahead and
idolize?
run.
Whether it's NASCAR, local, who was your guy you looked up to growing up?
I really idolized back in the day before he passed, Lee Anderson. I mean, he
Oh
was
yeah.
definitely a big inspiration when I was younger. And then another one would have to be Terry Seneca Jr. I mean, you got to have respect for that guy and what he does, not only behind the wheel but the stuff he builds.
We got Chad lighting one up on him. Man, classy, buddy.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna say the same thing I said in the broadcast on Saturday night. Kids, smoking's bad for you.
Do as I say, not as I do, right?
Yes. Sorry, I won't
Well,
light
man.
it.
Man, bringing up man, the TA Gentry car. That somebody just posted a picture of that a couple weeks ago. Man, that brought back a lot of memories. Lee Anderson was a shoe for sure. The guy could wheel the hell out of that car. Another one gone too soon. Too many of them.
Absolutely.
Nope. All right. So this is what I thought of. What's your daily driver?
What's my daily driver?
Yeah.
Ford Edge.
Oh, a what?
Ford Edge.
Ford Edge. Gotcha. So I was cracking up at Chad attempting to go off screen. Ford Edge. All right.
Hold on, was that the Ford Edge that was in the spectator race?
No, one just like it.
Okay, it's like what?
Literally, it's identical to Alicia's.
Yeah.
Same color and everything, white.
That's awesome. If you guys haven't seen the footage of Tyler's spectator drag race and the ensuing fight that happened afterwards, go to Top Row, scroll back a little bit, watch it. It's worth a few minutes of your time for sure. High entertainment value.
Yep, I agree.
All right. My last one. I ask everybody this.
Okay.
Oh,
I was gonna say, go ahead and ask questions, man. I got two more. So
yeah. What's your dream race car? You have an unlimited budget, unlimited time. What are you hopping in?
I'm not sure, honestly. I know the expected answer would probably be NASCAR, but I'd rather earn my way to NASCAR than pay my way to NASCAR.
Amen to that.
If I was meant to be in NASCAR right now, you know.
Yep. Well, you don't have $50 million just laying around?
no, they just spend on night destruction.
It's true. It's true.
All right, so I got two questions. What do you think will help short track racing get back to its prime?
Well, first off, the economy needs to help out a lot. And then just helping out in general. Just you see somebody that's struggling, that needs a hand. If you're able to help them out, like just whether it's advice or anything, like that goes a long way in this sport.
Yep, I agree.
I'm not saying go fork out $10,000 and just hand it to somebody, but
hold on. If somebody wants to do that, I'm in number 96 and 97 in the top pit area. Just stop on by. So.
No, I agree. That's pretty much it. So I got my last question. When people hear the name Tyler Mcghan, what are your hopes on what they think?
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta read this.
Oh, let me put. Did you watch the episode with my "Don't be an asshole" sign?
No, I did not. I missed it.
Oh.
Probably because we're at stuff ready for Night of Destruction, I assume.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that.
Honestly, respect, really. Like, I just want respect on my name. Like, granted, not everybody's going to have that respect, but you can't please everybody. So,
Facts.
I mean, I try to give everybody the same respect they give me. So,
Nope,
All you
that's
can do.
very well said. I can tell you I've raced with you all last year, and you've always drove with respect. So it's one thing I knew before I actually got to know you. So,
I appreciate that. Same goes to you.
I mean, you didn't like my F your feelings on the back of the car?
Never saw it. I was usually in front of you.
I'll give you that because that was good.
That was real good.
I love it. Well, real quick, I mean, I know you didn't really race that much this year, but you got any sponsors you want to talk about? People you want to thank?
Hold on, I have to look at the car. Yeah, quality graphics. They've really helped out quite a bunch. Matt and Christina over there, they did my graphics on my car this year and the Outlaw front wheel drive that I raced last year. Then what else we got? We got Muffler Man of Battle Creek. They help out a ton. Auto Lab, also from Battle Creek. Osborne Paint and Body. They're Lonnie's the one who paints all of our cars and stuff. So I definitely got to show a lot of appreciation to him. And then I believe that's about it, really.
That's
Nice.
perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, my dad is probably my biggest supporter. He's helped me since I started racing, and he's right there in my corner every week. I wouldn't do it without him, that's for sure.
Family sport. I love that.
Well, cool, man. Well, hey, again, huge thank you for everything you guys did. Yeah, I know these kids. I should learn by now, but
It sounds like you have a demon in your truck.
I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know what's
I want
going
to
on.
thank you. I want to thank you, both Alicia's, and Firebush for coming out like almost every day during the week. Like that was definitely a lot of help in itself.
Oh, I think it's Tyler's end that's actually breaking up. Oh, he's frozen.
Hold on.
I muted mine, but I'm dying right now.
I think we lost Tyler.
Oh my god!
What?
I don't know what's going on, but
I don't know either. But Tyler, dude, thank you for coming on, spending your Monday night with us. First of many I see. This is not. It's going downhill real quick. All right, he's gone.
Well, we'll thank him again.
For sure.
All right, so real quick, I have a new segment I want to roll out. This segment, I'm going to tell you, if you all know Paul and I, you're going to understand why we're doing this. I was laying in bed yesterday talking to somebody. No, I was on Facebook, and I had this genius idea, and I threw my phone down, and I passed it to my wife, and she's like, yes. So, we're going to...
It's fantastic. Fantastic.
Can't, like, you guys, like, we are not making an hour today. I'm just telling you right now.
We're doing pretty good.
We are. We're doing all right. So, with that, are you ready for our new segment?
Yeah.
Paul, are you ready?
I was born ready, man.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Mom of the Week. Now, everyone knows that Paul and Chad are always talking about either Paul's mom, Chad's mom, and we're going to start putting moms in the club. So, every week, this first week, we nominate our own Mom of the Week. But starting tonight, everyone needs to go on our Facebook page and nominate who they want to see
That right
Mom
there.
of the Week. Yes. Here's the rules. To be Mom of the Week, she obviously needs to be a mom. Rule number 2, she has to be affiliated with racing. Either have somebody who races or someone in the family, herself, her dad, her parent, a kid, anything. Just has to be affiliated with racing. And what's going to happen is during the off season, every week we'll have Mom of the Week. And before the season starts, we are going to have Mom of the Off Season. And you all will vote on your favorite Mom of the Week. And the winner will get 4 tickets to opening night at Kalamazoo Speedway, 2 steak on the sticks, 2 high side hustlers, and 4 drinks. We're going to incorporate Paul and Chad's crazy crap into our show one way or another. So, let me introduce everyone to our first Mom of the Week. Paul, you ready for this?
Oh, I can't wait. The sound effects. So great. So great.
Sorry, I was on mute. I couldn't tell you that your mom was getting Mom of the Week first because I wanted to be a little surprised to you. So,
yeah, because I thought we already had a Mom of the Week, so that's awesome. That's awesome.
Nope. I wanted to do a little surprise. So, here's part of the Mom of the Week that I didn't tell Paul about. This comes from directly of our Mom of the Week. Rita Jakubic has been going to races since she was 9 years old. She has been married to a racer for 40 years. They took Paul Jr. to his first race when he was 8 months old in a stroller. It was over 90 degrees out. They were in the pits because Paul Sr. was the Ford rep for Bud Moore and the Motorcraft 15 team. He got us into a suite where the announcers were in the AC, of course, with the stipulation that Paul and his sister had to be quiet. Now, knowing Paul, he wasn't quiet. Yeah. Eventually, they moved on to watching Paul Sr. race at Owasso. From the stands, of course, because no kids were allowed in the pits. Paul Jr. yelled at the flagman when he was about 5 years old. Rita recalls the first time seeing Paul go airborne in his race car. She notes that he has been airborne in every car he has ran, except his new one. But believes he is bidding his time.
Probably accurate.
Paul's wins in the street stock and the Outlaws are her greatest memories as a racer's mom. Rita notes that Paul gets his speed from her and his love of racing from his dad. Rita has been a hot rodder since she learned to drive on backcountry dirt roads. She also sent me something else that she wanted me to read off. So I have to get that because after I printed this off. So, all right, you ready?
Ready.
When Paul Jr. first started driving, we were building our house in Dexter. We were the first house in the new subdivision, but the roads were all in. So coming home from school one day, he asked if he could drive in the back of the subdivision. I let him. He went fairly fast. His dad gets home from work, and Paul says, "Hey, Dad, guess what? Mom let me drive out back today, and I got to 47 miles per hour." Needless to say, they were both in the doghouse.
Womp womp.
When Paul took his road test, she was in the back seat. He did all the usual city driving, then out on I-94, then back to where we started. When we get out, he, of course, asks, "How did I do?" The employee for the state of Michigan looks at my 14-year-old son in the eye and says, "You did perfect. Didn't miss a thing." To say I was livid would be a huge understatement. What person in their right mind tells a 14-year-old boy that he is perfect. So, I lost Paul.
He's crying.
I might have lost Paul. What the heck's going on here? Well, can anyone hear me, or am I dead? Oh, there's Paul.
I'm back.
Were you crying? Did you have to wipe away a tear?
Yeah, that's Yep, that's why I had to leave. No, I hit the back button too many times.
So this is what we're gonna do from now on. When we do Mom of the Week, I'm going to reach out to the mom that gets nominated, and I want them to do what Rita did. Kind of give us a little history of Mama.
Dude, I love that. That made my day. Made my week.
I figured it would.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have some fun with this because if it wasn't for the moms of this sport, we wouldn't be doing what we do. So I know Paul and I joke about Paul's mom and Chad's mom a lot, but it's all in love, because if it wasn't for you moms out there, we wouldn't be doing this. So thank you for hooking up with our dads.
Well put. And let me tell you, if you ever meet my mom, she's all like 4'6", nothing. Don't piss her off. She will whoop your ass.
And never argue with her.
Yeah.
Because you will lose.
Yep. Doesn't go well.
But all honesty, I love your mom. She's awesome. And that is a non-joking way.
That's awesome.
Your parents, both of your parents are great, and I'm glad to known them. So hats off to you guys. So
hell yeah.
So I heard Paul, you have some major announcement.
I do. It kind of goes in. We got one weekend left this year, Super Shoe Nationals. This weekend, if you've never been to Super Shoe Nationals, you're not doing life right, because it is a great time. 3 to 4 to 5 to 7 days, however long you decide to camp there, of just nonstop parties and good times, good friends, and you got some racing in between. The weather's looking pretty darn sporty for this weekend. Not too cold, not too hot. Only a small chance of rain on Sunday. And about 3:45, I have to watch the knowledge I give out here. I got a message asking if I would like to participate in this year's Super Shoe Nationals. Something I've never done because I'm usually enjoying the other side of Super Shoe Nationals. But I couldn't pass up the opportunity, so I will be participating in my first ever Super Shoe. Card to be announced soon. That's what we're just got to button up a few final details. But man, I can't wait. It's going to be a fun weekend. So stay tuned to that. There's my breaking news.
What the hell?
Chad was so upset he didn't know. This happened like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours prior to the show. So more will be announced. It's going to surprise some people what I'm driving. It could go on dirt, could go on asphalt. Man, it could go both ways. So a lot of excitement to be had this week.
Are you racing a modified?
I can't say yet.
Okay.
I actually haven't even seen pictures of the car, so we'll see what it turns out to be.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Phil was out Fireball Friday. Phil, the last time I did Fireball with you did not end so hot, so that was a rough night. But excited to see you guys. It's always a good time with the Bozell clan.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, we're gonna pull him. I don't know. Do we want to talk about that right now or no?
Yeah, I think let's talk about things coming up in the off season now that we're almost done racing.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't talked to these people, so it may not go through, but this is what we want to do. Our goal, one episode, is to have the Bozells on the show. Phil, Andy, Jeff, Colin, the boys. What are you? Oh, yeah, good one. That's our goal. We'd like to get all the Bozells because when you hear Bozells, it's a name you want to hear. So,
yep. And shout out, while we're on the subject, shout out to Bryce in the Super Shoe tune-up. Took the template late model, got top 10, 6th,
I think 6th.
At 14, I think. Man, 14, I was just starting to step foot in the street stocks. I honestly don't know.
Honestly, I think he's 12, to be honest with you.
That kid's gonna win Mullet of the Year competition. Let me tell you,
Oh
it's
hell
awesome.
yeah! Save some for the rest of us, man.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Phil with the latest update, working on a car for Stu now. That's exciting. That's super exciting.
Is Phil Bozell have anything to do with you racing?
No,
You're not going to tell me, are you?
no,
he's
I'm
only
not going to
11.
tell you. He's only 11? Wow.
That's even wow.
I think I was still playing with Hot Wheels at 11. So good for you, Dan. Damn, that's
I'm not even going
impressive.
to talk about what I was playing with at 11.
Wow. Family friendly show ish.
I had to. I'm sorry. No, kudos to him though. 11 years old, behind the wheel of a hot rod. So, he's carrying on that name, and that is awesome.
Yeah,
So,
that's super cool. Super cool.
So we kind of touched on it about Super Shoe Nationals coming up. Man, I'm shocked we made it before 8. Anything you want to talk about for the last 4 minutes?
No, man. I'm excited for Super Shoe. It is one of my favorite weekends of the year. Got a lot of making up to do since I wasn't with everybody on this last Saturday for Night of Destruction. A lot of people to see, a lot of drinks to be had, and a lot of 3 really fun days coming up. So, like I said, I'm excited. The weather's looking good. I know we've held this event usually later in September for quite a while. Doesn't always work out so well. But yeah, I kind of like the idea. I don't know if you saw Seltzer's post. Not sure if he's watching about moving some stuff around in the month of September to get all these racetracks on board with their no rules races and things like that. It's a little sad to see Super Shoe Tune-Up might be going away. That race was a lot of fun. Didn't race it this year, but it was still good to go out there. But yeah, what you just put up, Top Row Media, go put in some nominations for driver spotlights. They do a few every week. There's a lack of late model guys. For one, I'll throw that out there because
There's also a lack of stacker car racers. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. There are. I know 3 of us now that could go up there and do some damage.
Same.
So I'll say once again, go follow Top Row Racing Media. Dude, love what you do. Love what you do for the sport and for all of us drivers. So thank you again.
So I got it real quick, man. I'm looking at these. It shows how many viewers we have, the likes, the hearts, the laughing, and we've got an angry face up there. So I'm really curious what the angry face is about. So I maybe after 7 episodes, I finally pissed somebody off.
It's probably something to do with the mom thing. That's my guess.
But it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's all in fun,
okay.
all in love.
But like I said, Tyler kind of said best. You're not going to please everybody. And anyone who's ever hung out with Paul and I, and even when Chuck comes around, Brad comes around, there's always a mom joke coming around. So that's us. That's who we are. That's how we roll, and we have fun. And we're just going to bring that into the show. So.
Quick shout out, Matt Vayner. He's getting married in a couple of weeks. I think like a week and a half now, October 1st.
Ron.
His mom, awesome. So I can't wait to stand up and do some toast to that on Saturday.
Yeah, real quick. Sorry, Vayner, I won't be there. We obviously can't find a sitter, and Paul's recommendation for a sitter was not going to work out.
They're old enough to be left in a hotel room. That's all I got to say.
No, we're not. All right, man. Well, hey, everyone, real quick, make sure you go check out our website, www.checkerswreckers.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Link is on our website. And just make sure you share us, man. Try to get some more followers. We average about 20, 25 per show. But our viewing at the end of the week is pushing 300 more. I'd love to get some of those Top Row Media numbers pushing out, but obviously this is a whole different story than what he does. So just make sure you give us a share and a like, and kind of letting everyone know this is where you can have fun on Monday nights, especially during the boring off season. So
for sure. Thank you again to Tyler for coming on, dude.
Yes.
I know it's kind of a crappy ending to it. Your phone died, but thanks again for everything you and your dad did for Night of Destruction and all year. You guys are awesome people. Can't wait to party with you this weekend.
Yep, definitely. Again, thank you everyone for watching. I had a blast tonight.
Me too.
Oh, Paul.
I thought we were just skipping it because I went into my Super Shoe ride, but
No.
no. All right.
What's your final thought?
There's been like 6 different final thoughts I wanted to do today. The one I wanted to do, I'm actually going to nix because I want to end this show on a high note. We'll talk about my love for Hoosier tires here in coming weeks. We got a long off season, so we'll go down that rabbit hole another time. Final thoughts tonight. Super Shoe Nationals coming up. Just get out there, enjoy being with your friends and family one last time this race season. There's only a couple nights left. We got Mcghan Cup, which we've talked about. Just get out there, have fun, enjoy the experience. Things are changing rapidly in this world. I've said it kind of all season. I've said it to the crew. We don't know how long this thing is going to be going, so we got to enjoy it while we can. With that, I'm glad to be back this week. Thanks for everybody sticking around for a week off. And, man, F the Rona. That's all I got to say.
All right. Perfect. All right, folks. Thank you. And we will see you at Super Shoe Nationals.
Save water, drink beer.
Save
False
water, drink
final
beer.
thoughts.
Do milfs, not drugs. Love you guys.